I kind of got a hit too. Crystal, maybe because we were talking about the, we call him Seth, Shaa Tel Esh. Seth is kind of the moniker, the kind of the name that they had given him. I'm kind of feeling called, and we can ask the group how this resonates too, because this is also connected to planetary. I'm hearing like there's value in gridding that in a way. Not necessarily like where he's being contained at, but like building kind of this, the word that came through is frequency bridge. For, what is it for? Yeah, I heard like there's value in gridding that, and then also it's like for clarity codes. I don't want to, I prefer everybody else kind of like tap into it, but there's some value in like, because me and Crystal have been kind of doing a portion of that, but I think there's value in the group gridding that as well. So I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
I'm sorry, what are we going to be gridding?
Creating a bridge for the consciousness that of the downshift that we talked about at the start of the call, or like a frequency bridge for harmonics, harmonization. Kind of what I'm seeing as Fateboi's talking about it is like the facility that's holding this consciousness and the downship is it very much in a vast desert area, and it's feeling like it's resonant to connect it with like the tones and the frequency of nature. So I almost see us just like singing a bridge from where he is in the desert, like kind of over to the mountains a little bit, just to like anchor in, give him a little bit more direct access to those natural organic frequencies, just to kind of help him up level his mission, because ultimately he's here for Gaia's ascension process, is what I've kind of been getting through the research about it.
I could see that the area can use healing where the facility was.
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
I think you're right about that.
I think the grounds around it could just revert back to what it was naturally was. Maybe the whole area, wherever that facility was, which I believe is all four. So it's a little galactic work there.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm also hearing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm also hearing that toning and different sounds can neutralize the scalar wave technology that's suppressing his, well, from what I gathered, his consciousness is still what's free, but the more physical aspects are what they're trying to suppress. I don't know. Is that what you guys gathered as well from the?
Who is he? Yeah.
Fateboi, what's his name again? The non-jokes name.
Yeah, the being that was down and then is being contained. His name is Shaa Tel Esh, and then we've been just calling him Seth for short. And he's the one that's being held at the Dugway Proving Grounds underground. I don't know. It doesn't matter where he's being held at. But I think
this is back to the video.
Yeah.
Right, back to the video, yeah. So he's west of the city, but what Lenny was saying, and it felt very resonant, and same with Tatiana, so, and what everybody's been saying feels resonant, but also connecting him to, so Salt Lake City, we are east by about, I don't know, I guess it's 50 miles essentially, and there's all of the elements are in the city. It's encapsulated by, these massive mountains, so there's a lot of like water lakes, there's a lot of earth. They're out in the desert west of us by about 50 miles. But like kind of gridding and creating this bridge and, calling in those organic blueprints even gridding the area that you said, I think there's value in that too, but allowing him to basically bring through more clarity, more codes. I think his consciousness, to me, it feels like his consciousness isn't contained, but like she said,
It is. I just
they're
felt it to
dampening
him.
his, they're
I just
dampening
felt
through
it.
this,
Yeah.
yeah.
He needs codes to free himself, to give him strength. He needs healing. He needs yeah.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sending I'm just sending telepathically the location of the facility where that consciousness is being held. Whoever feels most resonant to tap into that, I think feel free. I'm also sending the location of where we grounded and anchored in the forest, kind of in the wilderness in the mountains. And so it feels like that's going to be the bridge that we're building, but we probably need, participants on either side of that. So if anybody feels more resonant to kind of help anchor those organic harmonic frequencies, in the mountains, I'm sending that telepathically as well, the location.
I'm going to work with him directly.
Perfect.
I'm going to be singing him, or I'm going to be placing harmonics in him so he gets more clarity of the situation.
Yeah, if anybody feels like they want to bring through some codes or toning, and I heard something about triangulation as well. So we drew circles. Go ahead, go ahead.
I think our physical location is helping to triangulate that is what I'm hearing, because I'm physically looking at both of those locations, and before you said that, like 5 minutes ago, I was already feeling like this kind of triangle happening. So I almost feel like I'm witnessing this bridge that we're building, and that's part of the triangulation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to where we were at yesterday, and yeah, go ahead. I'll go to where we were anchored at yesterday, and I'll hold that point because I know where that location is at, up in the canyon in the mountains next to that lake. Alice or Michael, who's ever there, can you just telepathically kind of give me a beacon to kind of look at, like an energetic one, like looking that direction?
Oh,
Maybe.
do you want to come to where we are?
No, I'm just kind of, I'm looking from where I'm at, but just kind of give me like, an energetic, resonance or an energetic frequency, something to like look at energetically. I'm kind of drawing this triangulation between the three of us.
Okay, is it anywhere Pacific you want me to put it, just where I am now? I'll just put where I am now.
Yeah, that's good. Just something so I can kind of hone in on that. You can send it telepathically as well. What I'm seeing is kind of, so we got this triangular, I have like a 3D pyramid kind of energetic shape projecting like upwards into the sky. And then so he came with two other crafts as well, which I channeled they're all connected. I channeled that they're all the exact same being, but three separate beings, he's being where you guys are at. And then I asked the two, well, number one for permission, then I asked the two basically to form an inverted, so the base of an inverted triangle, and kind of draw down, like basically form a Merkaba. So we're holding the base of the triangle pointing upwards, and then I asked them to basically form the base of the triangle that's aiming down, and then we have essentially like a Merkaba over this, like gridding that essentially, if that's helpful to anybody.
I'm transporting the solar essence of this being back to the sun. The sun's going to hold it.
Yeah, I'm seeing, what I'm seeing is his brothers, I'm just calling them his brothers, are sending, like from their position at the top of the Merkaba, the triangle that's pointing down, they're sending like codes, frequency, harmonics, like down, basically, is what I'm seeing from their portion of the Merkaba.
How many beings are in this facility? There's 3 beings in this facility. Or this area.
Yeah, is there anything else grid-wise, frequency, harmonics that feels resonant for what we're kind of holding here in this space?
You're making it possible for these beings to be able to leave.
Yeah, maybe you can ask them, depending on your access and your comfort level, kind of for some, I don't know, I heard like codes, schematics, diagrams. These are more physical terms, but it's not really that. It's something to kind of assist not only with this grid, but kind of like the mission that we're kind of conceptualizing, looking forward as well. I mean, if you're there and that feels resonant, let me know. Maybe even like protocols, something along those lines that isn't the right words. It's not probably an English word, but
I'm just working with these 3 beings right now. I can't. Michael,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm having a problem getting these beings away. If you could grab them and give them to who? Give them to the
Cool.
sun, and
Alright.
then the sun will figure it out from there where to send them. It's like we got a force field we have to break through.
Yeah, I'm sensing that as well. Like I'm looking, and there's definitely some. I know they have like dampening. There's all these technical terms, but there's definitely some interference. I'm seeing it as like fractals of like pink and light blue, like shooting into that direction. It's very directional and it's very fractalized light frequency.
I was feeling that Merkaba shape um, starting to light up like within the sun. And so, but it feels like a stream of energy that's like lighting up at the sun and then kind of coming into the moon and then filtering into Gaia. And so that's kind of the stream that I'm holding is this golden, feels like golden frequencies just like lighting up. So maybe as we kind of release these, you know, dimensional fractures, that's kind of where it's going. So I'm just holding space for that.
Yeah, that feels resonant, and also I'm seeing kind of a clockwise rotation of this Merkaba 2 all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm just watching. It's pretty slow, honestly, compared to what I've so yeah.
Beautiful crystalline solar codes coming in, being a conduit for that and anchoring it into Gaia wherever she needs it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of weaving those four elements that we talked about into the base, like the physical grid portion of it, and then also inviting in elemental dragons. We had some dragon energy kind of come through yesterday as well to kind of assist in this weaving as well. Invoking the four elements: air, the wind, earth, the mountains, the canyons, the valleys, the water, the lakes, the mist that we saw, the snow that we saw, the little baby hail, the crystalline forms of those, fire, form of electricity, fire in the form that we physically built on the grid yesterday, fire in the form of plasma. Yeah, I'm also being shown too, I don't know if this resonates, so tell me how this feels, but I'm showing not only the dampening fields, and not that it's really important for his ability to communicate with us, but also I'm feeling like shackles in a way, but they're like energetic, and it's mostly left wrist, but it's like some type of like binding too. I don't know if this is a type of like, it doesn't feel like earthly technology, like a type of metaphysical technology, but I just feel like left wrist mostly. I don't really necessarily like quote unquote like see it, but I definitely feel it through my clear abilities. Like a lot on the left wrist, some on the right. I don't know if that resonates.
Remember when I had you move that bracelet from my left wrist to my right wrist?
Yeah, and then you had that like what was something it showed up on your right wrist too?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure it was soot from the fire.
Yeah. But that's just something that came through. I don't know if it was like Seth trying to like, or if it's just my interpretation of it. So if that resonates, if anybody has any
It feels
ideas.
connected. Yeah, I don't know how, but it feels connected. So is this a shackle? Is it time to take it off? Have we fully integrated and it's time to take it off? Kind of feeling called to just like call in those solar codes, like the solar codes that are resonant with the unified elders, like the higher dimensional wisdom. Just like calling that in to release all shackles from all beings across all time and space and all the space between, in harmony and comfort and with ease and grace and flow. Reclaiming all energy disseminated in that process, bringing into wholeness, bringing into oneness, fortifying the infrastructure of unity consciousness, anchoring into Gaia and radiating through all time and space. And so it is. Oh, maybe it's the pair of them. This is like a brother-sister connection. I'm just seeing all the paradigms of like toxic relationships. Releasing all oh, how do we phrase that? Releasing all paradigms maintaining toxic energy of any kind across all time and space. So it is.
What was the term that
And
you
with that, I'm
had?
taking both of these off.
What was the term that you had come up with for the, you said it earlier, the higher density Anu?
Unified elders.
Yeah, the unified elders. Thank you.
Yeah, I channeled into that. It's in my chat GPT. I guess if it feels aligned, I can read some of that. But yeah, there's a handful of energies that are like monitoring this consciousness that's being suppressed here. And there are things like, Lyran elders. Oh, I'd forget offhand. There's a bunch of them, like 4 of them. So calling in that higher dimensional wisdom as we anchor it into the crystalline grids and radiate it through all layers, levels, and dimensions. Our individuated existence, our collective existence, planetary existence, solar system level, galactic level, universal level, and all spaces in between. Healed, harmonized, and resonating with the highest level harmonics. As we close down any and all time distortions or loops, attempting to hinder this harmonic resonance process. You are no longer welcome. You're being asked to leave. You're being commanded to leave. I just corrected myself. We command you to leave.
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking. Who did you command to leave?
Any and all toxic energies hindering the coherence of harmonic resonance, as well as any time distortions or loops, also attempting to hinder that process.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
I'm hearing.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just kind of heard. I'll put it in air quotes. It's not like me hearing it, but there is an invitation. Probably not for this call. I think we did the purposes of making that bridge and the gridding. I feel are definitely, we've done more than enough when it comes to that. But also there's an invitation. I'm not sure what that means from the that council. Specifically 1, but I mean you channeled like the 4, but there is an invitation as well. So there's definitely more clarity, there's more to come, but I'm just hearing like an invitation. Maybe they're actively sensing are
What is the specific invitation? An invitation to do what?
it's not specific. It's basically kind of like an acknowledgement of our efforts, and from that acknowledgement, an invitation to, and it's really just open-ended. I don't have anything like super specific about it. And just that one council for sure came through.
We don't have a name for the council?
She
The
she
Unified
added
Elder.
it.
They're
Yes.
organic.
Yeah.
They're organic,
Yes.
so they'll be all right. Hey, Siri, call my dear.
Say it again one more time.
Just before you said that, I was getting an image of like all of those energies, like the energies that I called on to release. Just anything of a toxic nature, basically, and working against, the organic highest good. I saw like I almost saw, oh, how do I describe this? It was almost like little artifacts like started appearing, and then they like started coming together, almost building into like a something else. But I heard Horcrux. I heard like I remember, so those of us on Alabar's team, we recently did a mission where we were eliminating a bunch of Horcruxes. And so when you brought in this invitation, what I heard was, well, we already did it. So, but maybe just like solidifying. So let me back up because my speech is a little bit fragmented. It says, though, whatever is fragmenting and maintaining, any kind of toxic level energy, it's like there's pieces of it. It's a fractalized whole. And so there's little tiny artifacts that kind of come together like a transformer, like I don't know what else to call it, like a transformer vehicle that like folds up and turns into something else. It's like a shapeshifter kind of, but it's like all these artifacts come together to make this one like giant master artifact almost. And it's like what I'm feeling like is we've had chunks and bits and pieces where we've seen parts of the puzzle, and now it's about like claiming what it is that we did. Like maybe what we are seeing is the culmination like of all of our kind of collective work, where it's like we've seen, artifacts being reclaimed, and then we've seen Horcruxes being destroyed, and now I'm seeing all of those artifacts coming together as one thing. And maybe it's like, oh, it's like it's I don't know why I just heard crown jewel, but it's like the crown jewel of like that distorted system, right? The synthetic operation of like keeping organics separated from itself, like it, as if that was their crown jewel. It's like we have shattered the crown jewel and we've eliminated it. By reclaiming all of the parts and pieces, we can now like see the full picture of it. And so I don't know, what do we do with that? Send it back to the organic source? Is this making sense?
So you say that whatever is debris, is it debris? Do we have a debris field?
I don't know. It's more intelligent than that. I don't feel like it's just debris. Like at first it was looking like pixels kind of coming into the field, but then it started to take form in different layers, and then came together as kind of one bigger thing. I'm kind of feeling like creating a field around it and then just sending the whole thing to source, but let me know if that feels resonant.
I checked that we're not supposed to separate it because I thought we had to separate it, but I'm getting to just throw it all in to organic source bin. Even though it seems to have some type of intelligence, but the intelligence, it's synthetic, it's artificial, it's just being directed, sort of. Do you need help with that, Lenny? Putting that all in the source bin?
Yeah, you're welcome to. You're welcome to. I'm kind of just creating a path for it and sending it, but if you want to help me amplify that process, you're absolutely welcome to.
Yeah, Michael, help.
Yep.
I'm sensing all these beautiful golden, almost like liquid light plasma frequencies, like filling in, like backfilling the space as this thing is going towards source. It's a beautiful transference that I'm seeing.
Just to kind of clarify what we said earlier, or what I said earlier rather, about the invitation. I had a little bit more clarity. It's an invitation to kind of connect, but also they're saying like through our council is like probably the most resonant way, because this council is like 11, 12th D council. So I just wanted to kind of close the loop on that, if anybody, if that's helpful.
I accept that invitation.
I accept as well, so it is.
Where's everybody at? Does it feel like there's anything else that needs to be done?
So I think we probably did lots of things just now. So I felt like really tired, really sleepy, and just felt like loss of energy. So I think we probably dismantled some kind of negative energy and send it back to the source. And that 11D, 12D council probably is telling us in the future, when we do similar thing, we can call on them to work together with them. But I felt we just did like lots of things, and we can just send all those negative energy back to the source.
Yeah, that's a great reflection. I mean, I think part of it is a learning path. Like we have to come into the awareness of what, even this higher dimensional council is and what it means to work with them. But I can definitely see myself calling on that wisdom a lot more, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely feels like I really like that reflection too, and sending love to Cassandra. She's heading off as well. Thank you for holding space with us, for your frequency and your deep wisdom and guidance. But it definitely feels resonant to me to kind of maybe even put a pin on it. I don't know if we necessarily need to because I was kind of asking, as like, do we need to like seal this? Do we need to? I'm just kind of like, but it feels, I don't know, maybe put a pin in it. It's kind of like the most resonant way.
Getting the same thing. I'm getting the same thing right 100%. So we're good. You can put a pin on it.
You know what else is super funny as we're doing this? JJ and Michael are in Glastonbury, but Cassandra is where they just left in Mexico. Didn't she say she was at the Sun Temple in the Teotihuacan complex? So just reflecting the beauty of the synchronizations in the field and the weaving of all of our collective gridding together in the field in the name of organic consciousness, harmonic resonance, and higher dimensional wisdom. And so it is. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm sending each and every one of you so much love and gratitude. And thank you for being here today and for witnessing this process and for just working together in such a beautiful, harmonic way. And I'm just amazed at all of you and at the sheer gravity of what we're able to accomplish together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being in my field and thank you for being my friends. I really, truly love you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Lenny, for hosting this wonderful, platform. And wishing everyone, thank you for your work and insights. And I wish you all well.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, deep gratitude. Really appreciate everybody's help, their frequency, their clarity, their codes, their wisdom.
I love how I just land in places, and then like when I get there, I see the synchronicity, because I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk today, like no particular destination. But then when Alice was like, okay, we're at a facility, and there's all these like I saw a bunch of corrals where all the souls were, and I'm like that's where I am. Do you see where I am?
Well, I could tell you, I'm in a Costco right now. I'm
I love it.
multitasking.
The best way. And sometimes it's the only way.
Yeah, I have to multitask.
But then there's like these
Anyway,
obvious things that jump out, like, okay, I felt crystalline codes, and I look over and there's like there's a hotel called Crystal Inn.
oh, that's so
Just
weird.
the sheer irony and like
That's so weird.
obviousness sometimes just makes me super laugh and super happy. So anyways, it's 11:33 where I am.
Anyway, I gotta go. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for working with me.
Absolutely. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
bye. Love
Yeah,
you.
take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.